I've been told I have a good voice for things. So, in the past, I've tried to use that voice in various voice acting roles. Usually Lego stop motion, imagine that. But here's something about that. I was really young when I did a lot of these. A lot of these roles happened like 2 or 3 years ago, so they are, unsurprisingly, really bad. However, you can't put any of that on the writers or producers of the series I'm in. That's all on me, because up until now, I haven't worried about unimportant things like microphones or anything like that. I do have a microphone now, though, and that's kind of why I'm making this, just to rub it in my face. Links to everything I'm in will be in the description. My first and most important role was in Bionicle Reiterated, created by Prentice1215. The point of the series is to take the mostly failed Bionicle G2 and retell it in a way that is actually, good. What it might lack in visual flair, it makes up for in a great story with some good voice performances, like LJ from TTV as Liwa, because he's always Liwa. My role was Pohatu, the Toa of Stone, and it was really, really fun. Something interesting to look back on is my first audition for the role, which sounded like, "I'm Pohatu, the Toa of Stone." Then it turned into, "I'm Pohatu, the Toa of Stone." So, Pohatu is a great marker of how my puberty went, actually, voice-wise.
For a place called the Region of Stone, I don't see much stone.
I am Pohatu, the Toa of Stone. Okoto is an amazing place. Certainly worth saving from those who want it gone.
I also played a few smaller roles, like Nuku, the Protector of Stone, Namoto, the Protector of Fire, and Akmu, the Akoshin of Stone. I worked on this series for 3 years, and with it also being a marker of puberty, it's also a great way to gauge how I've improved over the years. And even if you don't want to hear my voice cracks, I'd suggest watching for the story anyway. It made me a lifelong Pohatu fanboy, and I'll never stop loving the Stony Boy. My second role, and the only one technically ongoing, is Green Arrow, in the Grasso Guy DC Universe thing he's got going on. It's basically the DCEU, but Lego and competent. He has an ongoing series about the Flash, and I have an ongoing role as Green Arrow, evidently. My Oliver Queen voice is very confidently arrogant, while my Green Arrow voice is very gruff, yet fun-loving. I basically played the comic version of the character, and not so much the dark and gritty Stephen Amell version.
Thanks for showing up, but I had that.
Sure you did.
What? I was getting ready to make my move.
What move? The move to the morgue?
Whatever. It's so cool to see another legendary vigilante like yourself. What's the Green Arrow doing in Central City anyways?
I think it's obvious you and I are after the same guy, Count Vertigo.
I first appeared in Episode 9, The Vertigo Effect, and have since also appeared in LEGO Justice League. Again, this is back when I pretty much just recorded on my phone, so it can be a bit choppy. However, I should be appearing as him again in the future, and I won't sound like I live in a blender. You should also check out this series if you've got the time. If you like The Flash, at least. Lastly, I completely forgot this existed, but I was writing the script and had the vague recollection of voicing a clone trooper somewhere. And it turns out I did. I played the clone troopers in the Star Wars Machinima Path to Destruction, which takes place either during or just after Order 66. I think. I'm telling you, I completely forgot about this whole thing. My clone voice is very similar to my Pohatu voice, but there's a weird filter on it because of the helmet, so I sound like this.
Sir, all the departments are only advanced. The several units report that the temperatures still have enough pressure on our soldiers at several points in the front. What are your orders, sir?
Yikes. You can watch it if you want. So, those are my voice roles. Or at least the ones I remember. Each of these roles was fun in their own way, except for maybe the clone troopers. I don't remember if they were fun or not. Maybe you'll see me in some other things in the future, now that I sound good. And until then, later.